Hello and welcome to Just Learn Python. This is Python tutorial for beginners. We are in part 16 of this series and we are going to learn about lists. A list is an array-like structure. It's a collection of objects. A list can contain multiple values of different types. We will come to know in a while what it means. List perhaps is the most used data structure in Python. Now we are going to learn how to create a list. List can be created by using square brackets or by using a built-in function, that is list, also called as type constructor. Square brackets without any values inside it represents an empty list. Here is an example of list. Here we have numbers which is assigned to a list of numbers. Inside square brackets we have values 10, 20, 30 and 40. So that we are going to print here. So we get a list of numbers 10, 20, 30 and 40. Now we are going to look at the various operations on list. To start with, we are going to learn about how to access list elements. The elements or items of an list are accessed by indexing. So here indexing is, we pass a value inside square bracket that represents a index. Suppose if you want to access the first element, we have to pass 0 as index. Index starts at 0 and it ends at length minus 1. So if you want to access the second element, so you have to pass it as 1. Numbers of 1 gives us the second element. Likewise, index 2 gives us the third element, index 3 gives us the fourth element. So let us look at them. So index 0 gives us the value 10, number of index 1 gives us 20, number of index 2 gives us 30 and number of 3 gives us 40. So there are 4 elements, so we access all the elements. Now if you try to access the element beyond these 4 elements, Python throws an index error. Let us see that. So here it says list index out of range, because index starts at 0 and ends at length minus 1, that is length of list is 4, minus 1 is 3. So 0 to 3 we can access. Beyond that it gives us list index out of range. We can also use negative indexing to access the list. So in this case we are going to access the element by using negative index, so that we can get the elements from the right hand side. So let us see that. Index of minus 1 gives us the last element 40, last but 1. In case of minus 2 index, likewise we can access 20 and 10. Lists are heterogeneous, that means it can contain any type of object, any data type. So it can contain another list also. So here we have a list of colors. Colors, a variable assigned with all the values red, black, pink, white, blue. These are strings. This is a list of colors. So that we are going to print here, red, black, pink, white and blue. This is the list of colors. Fine. So now in example 2 we have a random list which contains an integer, a float, a string and a list which is already defined, that is colors. So here we have 1, that is an integer, 1.2 is a float, Joseph is a string and colors is a list. This random list contains different data types, different objects. So that we are going to print here. So we get all the values and a list inside a list. Fine. So now how to access these elements? As we seen before, 0 gives us the first element, index 1 gives us the second element, index 2 gives us the third element, that is string, and index 3 gives us the list which is inside that list. So to access the elements of inside list, we can again subindex it. So 3 of 0 gives us the color red, 3 of 2 gives us pink and 3 of 3 gives us white. This is 3 of 0, 3 of 1, 3 of 2, 3 of 3 and 3 of 4. List is a mutable sequence. We have seen in earlier videos what is mutable and immutable. Mutable means you can change the object. Fine. So in here we are going to change the value of a existing list. So suppose we have numbers 10, 20, 30 and 40. So I'm going to print that 10, 20, 30, 40. Suppose I want to change the value of the third element. Index 2 gives us the third element. So I'm going to assign 100 instead of 30. Let's see that. So we get 10, 20, 100 and 40. The 30 value is replaced by 100. Fine. This is assigning. So in this video we have seen what is a list and how to define a list. We also seen lists are heterogeneous and mutable sequence, and we learned how to access elements of a list. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and give a thumbs up. and please subscribe to the channel so that you will get notifications whenever there is a new video is uploaded, and don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you for watching.